Hey guys, I know the lighting's not the greatest in here right now, but we're just going to have to make it do. This is going to be the kind of final word on the newborn cloth diapers. Now that I've used them, this is a much requested video, so I'm going to show you the diapers and kind of tell you quickly a little bit about each one and what I like and what I didn't like. Let's start out with the little Joeys. Here's what one looks like. It's an all-in-one. It has a snap closure. Snap closure. It has the umbilical cord snap down and the inner leg gussets and the Stay Dry micro fleece on top. I loved these diapers. They're definitely was the staple of my cloth diaper stash at the very beginning when we first brought her home and when she was really tiny. These worked up until about 6 weeks. She could still fit in them at 6 weeks, but at that point they were kind of getting a little bit small and other diapers were working better for her, so we kind of veered away from these. But in the beginning, these were the absolute best. Hands down, if I could recommend only one newborn cloth diaper, it would be the little Joeys. So I highly recommend them. I know I've heard a lot of people have issues with their babies outwetting these. She never outwet these. She could wear one of these all night and not leak. So I think some of it has to do with making sure these are super prepped. So if you buy these new, you need to make sure you wash them a lot before you use them. So I think that's one of the issues with people who say that they leak. But if you prep them really a lot, wash them multiple times when you first get them to prep them, I think that they work a lot better because we didn't have any issues whatsoever. These are fabulous. It fit under her cord perfectly. And another really awesome thing about these is the stretch on the back. There's a lot of stretch, so it makes it super easy to put these on when you go to put them on. Perfect diaper, absolutely love them. Would I buy again? Yes. The next one were similar to the little Joeys, but they are the bee changed Bitty Bees, and I have a bamboo one and I have a microfiber one. So here is the microfiber one and here is the bamboo one. They're similar to little Joeys in that they have 2 rows of snaps. They have the umbilical cord snap down. Kind of show you the umbilical cord snap down. Here's a little Joey next to it. So what they look like, and show you what they look like on the inside. They have the double leg gussets as well. Here, that's the bamboo one, and here's the Stay Dry microfiber one. They both worked really well. I tended to like the Stay Dry one a little bit better because her skin stayed drier when she was wearing this one as opposed to the bamboo one. They both worked right from the beginning underneath her cord, and they're just awesome. Would I buy again? Yes. The only thing is they don't have as much stretch to them on the back, so once she got a little bit bigger, they're a little harder to get on her because they didn't stretch as much, but still really great diapers, and I totally recommend these. Good diapers. Next one I'm going to talk about is the Grovias. Here's what they look like. Now these were super cute on her. They looked really cute. Here's what it looks like. It has a snap down rise, so it's snapped down and then you can open the rise up. And here's what it looks like on the inside with the little flap. One thing about these, oh, I forgot to mention, go back to these really fast. They take a million years to dry. These are very slow drying diapers. So what I have to do, and a recommendation I have for you guys if you use these, is to snap them open like this. So they're snapped open, and dry them like this because it cuts down your drying time. And I also recommend throwing in a dry towel with your diapers while they're drying because that will also speed up the drying. So these took a long time to dry. This one also took a really long time to dry, especially this piece right here in the back. It takes a long time to dry as well. So that's what this one looked like. This one fit her great, but It leaked. It wicked almost every time she wore it. So, not a good diaper for us at all. As you can see, the way the material is on the leg holes, the moisture would wick out here and it would end up getting on her clothes. So, really cute diaper, super cute for pictures, but just not good, functionally. So, I would not recommend getting these again, and I would not buy these again. So next is the Bum Genius Extra Small. Here's what it looks like. A-plex closure. Here's what the inside looks like, and it's got your laundry tabs on the back here. So you put your laundry tabs like this. This was a great diaper, very trim fitting, and worked really, really well. I didn't like these right at the very beginning when she still had her umbilical cord stump, because it kind of rubbed on her and the rise was a little higher than the other diapers. So I didn't use them right away, but once her cord stump fell off, these were good diapers, and I totally recommend these, and yes, I would buy them again. They're great. Next is the Monkey Doodles Micro Newborn Diaper. Here's what it looks like. It is an all-in-one, has a Velcro closure, crossover tab. Here it looks like. This diaper fit her really, really well. I didn't use it in the beginning. I waited till after her cord stump fell off. But I did not like this chunky, thick waistband. It was really chunky. And it's so trim between the legs that it worked okay for the first couple weeks, but then when she started to pee more, she would leak right here at the leg holes. So we didn't have a lot of success with this diaper, so I would not recommend this, and I would not buy it again. But there's what it looks like. Next is the Imagine all-in-one. Here's what it looks like. It has a snap-down rise. And this one was weird because, as you can see, when it's snapped down, this part kind of sticks up. So we didn't have any issues because she pees mostly at the in the back of her diaper because she's a little girl. So I'm guessing if you had a little boy that this, when he peed, he'd get this wet, and then this would get his clothes wet. So I don't think that these would work well for a little boy at all. But if you open these up, they've got 2 rows of snaps and the snap down rise. So here's what it looks like. And then the inside looks like this, and this unsnaps so it can wash and dry better in the dryer. And these washer and dryer, and these are bamboo. This one fit her really well at certain stages, and the way I say that is because it fit her best when we had this snapped down, because once we had this snapped up, as you can see, the snaps are really, really far apart. So you can't get a good fit with this, like if she's in between snaps, you know what I mean? So if there was more snaps at the top, I think this would have been a better diaper, but because we were only limited to these certain settings, it only fit her at different stages as she was growing. It was really weird. So so this diaper did work well for us at some points, and at some points it leaked because we weren't able to get a good fit around the waist, and therefore we had a little bit of leg gaps. So I was kind of iffy on this one, so I probably wouldn't recommend this one, and I probably wouldn't buy it again, although it was still a pretty good diaper and they are fairly cheap. So if you need something to help fill out your stash, maybe you would want to add a couple of these, but for the most part I probably wouldn't mess with them. The next thing was the Bitty Delish Snap-in-One size small, and here's what it looks like. It's minky on the outside. It's got crossover tabs, and you open it up and you've got this snap in, this snaps out. So you got this insert, and you've got this one that trifolds. So that's what it looks like. I was really, really excited about using this diaper, but I ended up hating it. I did not like it at all. First of all, it's a nightmare to spray out because you have so many pieces, so it's hard to spray out. And I just couldn't get a good fit on her with this one, and there's like no stretch. I wish that there was more stretch. I mean, there's like no stretch on the back of it. So it makes fitting it on her around the waist really difficult. And if there was more stretch, if this was a stretchier shell, I think this diaper would work a lot better. But since it didn't, it kind of fit awkwardly, and this was all just too complicated, and I just didn't like it. So I would not recommend this one, and I would not buy it again. Next we have the Bummies Super Bright Newborn cover, and here's what it looks like. It's so adorable. Really cute. Aplex crossover tabs, and it has laundry tabs. It has the scoop down for the umbilical cord, and it also has this little flap if you want to lay in a pre-fold. I really like this cover. I would buy it again, and I do recommend it. It is the best cover for the itty bitty tiny stages when they first are born, because this cover is teeny tiny. It is the smallest cover that I've come across. So it's very small. The newborn pre-folds that we bought ended up being too small for her to snappy on. So what we ended up using them for, we would lay them inside the cover, tri-fold them and lay them inside the cover, and that worked out really great. I didn't like this cover at first because her skin was just so new and so sensitive that the tabs would rub on her a little bit if I didn't put it on her just right. So I didn't like it at first, but as she got a little bit older and her skin wasn't so peely, I really like this cover. So it's a great cover, and I highly recommend it, especially for the itty bitty teeny tiny stages. Next I have this Rumparooz cover. Here's what it looks like. It's a Rumparooz newborn cover. It's down to go underneath the umbilical cord. I have the Aplex one. It comes in snaps as well. And it also has a 3-step snap down rise and double leg gussets. This is a really thick cover, and I found it was really bulky on her, and the cut of it around her legs kind of was more of like a brief cut instead of a bikini cut. So I didn't really like that. I mean, it's a great cover. It works really well. It's just not one that I would grab for, because I just felt like it was really bulky. So I probably wouldn't recommend this one, and I probably wouldn't buy it again, but it functions really well. It's just I like some of my other covers a lot better over this one. So that is the Rumparooz newborn cover. Next I have Fuzzy Buns Extra Small. Here's what it looks like. It's a pocket diaper, so it's got a little pocket in here, pockets in the back. You got a little insert in there. A micro fleece stay dry. These were good diapers. I did find that right when she was born I couldn't use them. The rise was too high, so it didn't really fit underneath the umbilical cord stump very well. And I found when her legs were super skinny at the beginning, I did get some leaks because there were some gaps. So, but once she chunked up a little bit, then they worked really well. But at the beginning, when she had super skinny legs, they didn't work very well. And the one thing that I've always hated about these is the waist snaps. This snap you have here, once you put it here, I mean, that's as far out as you can go. You can't like snap it here to give you more room at the waist, because this snap will be exposed to the skin. So you just don't have, like, once you have that snapped in, you just do not have, you don't have a lot, like, that's the biggest it will go. You don't have a lot of waist settings. So I wish if this part was longer, you know, if it came out further and had more snaps to give you more waist settings, I think this diaper would give your baby a better fit. But overall, it was pretty good, and I would recommend it, and I would probably buy it again, a couple at least. Not a whole stash, maybe a couple. Next I have this Kiss of Love newborn contour. Here's what it looks like. It's super simple. You have to snappy it on, and it looks like this. This diaper worked really well. I mean, it fit her good. Not at the very beginning. She had to chunk up a little bit before it fit her really well. And then once it fit, it worked really well, but she did soak it. Like, so when you went to take it off, it was sopping wet. But, it was good. I mean, it did its job. Would I recommend it? Probably not. Would I buy it again? Probably not. But, there's that. It was alright. It did its job. The next thing I have is the Muddakin Newborn Fitted, and I highly recommend these fitteds. They're great. They have the umbilical cord snap down, which isn't snapped down right now, but there it is, snapped down. They've got a lot of stretch on them, which you guys know that I like. Here's what it looks like. This snaps in and out, and you got 2 layers here. These were fabulous. These are what I had, I think 6 of these. I used these at the very beginning, right when she was born, before my milk came in. I used these coverless, and oh, these fit her so well. They're just so soft and comfy for her, and they just fit so nicely. And then when she started wetting heavier, then we did have to use a cover, but I really liked using these at the beginning without a cover. And fabulous. I would recommend these, and I would buy these again. They're really, really good.